Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Drop the Puck with Pastor Keith. How are you doing? I want to talk to you today about a word. It's called betrayal. How do you feel when you're betrayed? I can tell you honestly, I can't stand it because betrayal is so closely related to the word trust. And breaking trust with people, with one another, is a horrible experience to go through. To have it done to you, but maybe even more importantly, to know you've done it to someone else. It's an awful feeling. But you know, Jesus went to supper. He went to supper one day with his closest friends, his closest followers. But the interesting thing is, he knew that at that night, at that supper, he was going to be betrayed. Wow. I don't really know that I could do that. Sit in the same room with someone that I knew wanted to hurt me, wanted to stab me in the back, wanted to hand me over for things that I haven't done. Pretty powerful stuff. But whereas you or I, we might get angry, Jesus didn't. Jesus never once let those things, those distractions of the world, those distractions of our human relationships with one another get in the way of what he was sent to do. He never let it get in the way. In fact, he did something beautiful. He took a loaf of bread and he went up to his betrayer and he said, "This is my body. Here, you can have it. It is my gift to you. If you're going to break it, if you're going to tear it apart, so be it. It is still my gift to you." And then he took the cup and he said, "This is my blood. It is my blood, and I give it to you so that you might be forgiven. That this might be a reality for you, that I am always present with you, that I always will be there for you, that I will never, ever betray you." One of the things that makes us followers of God is the word hope. Often we live in a world that doesn't seem to have much. And in these times when they're tough and when we feel like we've been betrayed by our loved ones or that the world just isn't treating us right, we need to remember that hope. We need to remember all of the things that Jesus stands for. That Jesus does indeed love us, does indeed want us, does indeed forgive us. He gave us a promise. It is in him that we place our trust, the one who will never, ever betray us. And that is good news. Now this week's shout out goes out to a good friend of mine, Tinker Owens. That's why I have the jersey here. Oklahoma Sooners. He was a two-time All-American, national champion for the Sooners, but just a great guy. And you know what I remember most about him? He was not afraid to go over the middle to make those tough catches. In other words, he never betrayed his teammates by letting fear of getting hurt get in the way. What an example for us. We have them all around. We're asked to bear fruit worthy of our repentance. In other words, we are all asked to believe. So let us do this together to the grace of God and to the glory of God. See you again next week on Drop the Puck with Pastor Keith.